What's up, you guys? It's Jesse Elite right here, and today I want to show you how to do a basic fade that I see doing at the shop all the time. Don't think that all haircuts are crazy like the ones you be seeing on Instagram. For the most part, they're pretty basic. So today I want to show you one that's just a 3 on top with a bald fade, nothing more, and that's going to be like one of the most common haircuts. So check it out, let me know what you think, and if you have time, follow me on Instagram. All right, now let's suppose you did end up following me on Instagram. Now you want to check out more in detail, more in depth about how I do my haircuts. So you came to my channel, and let me start off by saying that I always start off by cleaning the top. Not always, but for the most part I do. In this case, I just got the new the Wall Senior clipper, the Soul edition. And since it's a new blade, that thing is smacking, right? So I've been chopping up my haircuts faster than ever right now because there's nothing better than having a fresh blade. I ended up hitting it with a 3 on top, and then I'm gonna go in and bald it out real quick. Now, if you're wondering what trimmer this is the cordless and this T outliner, and I have my blade, my GTX blade, zero gap, so I could get real close to the skin, and when I come in with the shaver, I just clean it out real quick. Just make sure that it's not biting, because then you're gonna irritate the skin. You might even cause them to bleed. Now this shaver right here is one of the quickest ones in the industry. This is the Series 9 by Braun. If you want to get rid of bulk real quick, you might want to use this one. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but it's worth every penny. Alright, now that we finished that step, we're gonna go into the next step, and this is just having the clipper with no guard with an open lever and creating your next guideline. This guideline is about 1 inch thick, and it's gonna spread around the head from one side to the other. Now that you got that out the way, now we're gonna move into a number 1 with an open lever. Same thing, about 1 inch. After that, we're gonna come in with the number 2, and we're gonna do the same thing. Since a number 3 on top, we're just gonna flick out once we get towards the top. Now this part is when it really starts to show the fade, the difference in between the guidelines and the blending. This is the one I have, and this becomes a very important step in the whole process. So make sure that you clean this well to continue the next ones to line up perfectly. Now this is the half guard, and it's very important. This is where you can see the fade coming to life, and you get to see if you did any mistakes. Now make sure you clean this very well, and you bring it as close as you can so that you could pick up from the zero and just blend in flawlessly. Now this is another trimmer that I have that is also zero gap. That's the other one, but it just seems like it's a little closer, so you always want to have that one that's sharp and super close. And the reason for this one is that when I pick up from the shaver, it's not going to leave any lines behind. At the same time, it's going to pick up from the zero of my masters, which is also zero gap. You can use a different clipper, it doesn't really matter, as long as they're all zero gap and they'll pick up from the trimmer. I always try not to go back and hit up little steps that I missed, but sometimes it happens depending if the person has indents or different shapes of head where it creates shadows where they don't need to be. So for the most part, this strategy that I just showed you guys today is pretty flawless. You don't have to go back and forth cleaning it up, so you should be nailing it once from the beginning. Now let's go right into the lining part. Now, I usually tend to go where the highest point of the lining, the most receding point of the hairline is at, and I just kind of like bring everything up to that point. So I try to tend and level everything up to that point right there. And if it's all pretty much the same, then I usually just start in the middle and I work my edges to level up with the middle. So there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed this haircut and you learned something from it today. And if you'd like to watch more, subscribe to my channel, and it never hurts to like this video either. And if you have any questions, go ahead and comment. Thank you guys for watching again.